Hello, everyone. I'm feeling good. It's a Friday. So I want to say blissful arising to all. Blissful arising to everyone. I am Dr. D. I am so glad that you signed to join with me. Today's topic is meditation. Why meditation? What meditation does, the whys and the hows and the whoos and all that good stuff. I want to say out there, we're going to talk about meditation. So, without further ado, I want you to sit back, relax, and get a pencil and paper, if you will. Be part of all of this and get your information while you can. So definitely want to say blissful awakening to everyone and blissful arising to others that I've seen. So let's begin with meditation. Why meditation? What is meditation? That's the first question we should answer. What is meditation? Meditation is a state of being in your mind and going deep within in peace of stillness within your body and your mind and your soul, that you're able to open up and reach and relax the organs, relax your mind, and begin to manifest, begin to create. That is what a meditation is. Meditation can be also meditating as a song on your heart, a prayer, an affirmation, something that you believe strongly in. These are different definition of what meditation is. So I got a letter like they were saying, someone said, Dr. D, I've noticed that a lot of your shows, your spiritual shows, are have you doing your meditation. You're talking about mantras. What good are meditation, and how do I meditate? And how people do it is different ways. So I started doing my research, and I said, let me write this paper and let me bring it to you guys. So I thought, why the heck not? You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's talk about meditation. Number one, when you're doing meditation, it helps benefits you mentally, and it decreases pain in your body. It also heightens your sense of well-being. It also opens your lobes in the brain. It also gives your brain activity, function. Like your brain goes through different states like low, gamma, high, alpha, beta, delta. These are just different states that your brain goes through. And sometimes it affects your sleep state. Sometimes it affects your physical being when you're not getting proper rest. It affects your body. These are good reasons why you should meditate. It's also been shown to improve people in depression. It's also been done with people for cancer. So I can give you all these things of releasing why the meditation. It basically, I like to call it conscious energy, like a ball that support the conscious and the subconscious mind, if you will. You know what I mean? So I'm going to move this off the screen. So I want to really, 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 really give you 7 reasons why you need to meditate. I wrote this and I thought this was important. Your nerves improve drastically when you meditate. your nerve system improve. It actually relaxes and not at a pinch still. And remind me at the end of the show to tell you how I know, and because I've been doing meditation, what it's done for me and me being consistent with my meditation. I'm just saying. I offer people a challenge. That's right. I offer you a challenge of 7 days of doing meditation. And meditation could be for 5, 10, 15, or 20 minutes. You got to start, you got to get in where you fit in. So if you never meditated before, this might be a challenge for you to start. So let's begin. 7 reasons. It's been known to reduce depression and the negative, like I said, thoughts in the nervous system. It basically increases your recognition in your brain. Like, sometimes as we get older, we have short-term memory loss or we forget things. By meditating, it helps you focus and keen in onto those things that you need to focus on with your body. Neurology, like a neurologist. I see a neurologist. For you guys that don't know out there, I was in a very severe car accident in 2007, and they said I should be in a vegetable state of mind. And I had steel rod put in from C1 to C7 in my back. And they gave the diagnosis, I want to say, that I would be in a vegetated state. They didn't think I would wake up, talk, walk, and do all the things that I do now. That was the diagnosis that was given to my loved ones, that I would not. And I seen a neurologist that some damage had been done to the cortex and the frontal lobe and different nerves in my body. So it affects my brain, but it also affected my nervous system. So the benefits of meditation actually helps and stimulates and also stop the pain, but also cues you into your brain to be a lot more active, and also helps you concentrate if you also focus with the concentration and doing exercises if you choose. So when you're meditating, you have to focus, you have to concentrate, you have to let go of all the things that is going on around you to stay focused. What's going on? Okay. It helps keep an emotional balance in your life when you meditate. You're not, like I said, being so glum, but it also brings your endorphins and serotonins up a level when you're doing meditation. Meditation is used to go deep within oneself to help you get a clue in who you are. Who you are. And I already told you it helps you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in your day-to-day living. I want to give you a quote. I like this guru. Some things I don't like all this. He said he is Sada Guru. And he said meditation means dissolving the invisible while that on an awareness has built. I'm going to say it again. Meditation means dissolving the invisible while that on awareness has built. Awareness has built. It's breaking it down. That is by Sadhu Guru. He's good. He's from India. He's been traveling around. He was traveling around America on a motorcycle. So that's so cool. The body mind when you meditate connects. And when they do that, it has an effect on different diseases that affect the body. And it brings your mind. You come into your mind. Less stress keeps your mind clear. It gives your mind a vacation that it needs at times that are important to the body. When you are meditating, your problems are not in your thoughts. This reduces your worry, removes the tension from the body by doing it, and opens the mind and tones free, releases the body of pent up anxiety. We're able to let go and be inhibited. It's rejuvenating sleep, which brain is able to go in REM stage when you get stressed from not sleeping. And when you do it, you get up restful, you have more energy, and you're more active, more productive. Health-wise, it improves your blood pressure by lowering. It improves your immune system. It helps you heal quicker and faster. That is some of the benefits of meditation. Just some. Not all, but some. Okay. The benefits of meditating spiritually, you bring in positive energy. It awakens your intuition. You have lucid dreams. It brings inner silence in that brain. You also have spiritual awakenings. You start to attract the things that you like. You also can actually get into remote viewing. You also able to bring in the Kundalini energy and have the Kundalini energy arise in the body. It opens the third eye. It balances the chakras. It makes your awareness deepen, your consciousness open. You're able to connect to your subconscious. You're able to connect to your higher conscious self. When spiritually, you're able to have more compassion, connectedness with others. And it helps us that do light work able to focus and be connected, not only with our clients, but our environment in nature. These are the benefits of meditation. It also, hey, Eddie, hey, love, how are ya? So it also brings peace of mind. These are just spiritual. These are just some spiritual ones. I was just writing them down as they were coming to me last night, as I was like, we got to get this out. Now, the emotional benefits. When you're meditating, it helps you achieve the flow of life. You're able to flow with life against all obstacles. You ever heard about the salmon that swims like they're born in one place and then they actually go back home where they are and they have to swim upstream and they're swimming through that current? That's what happens when we do meditation. We're able to go through the flow of what my brother would call distractions. I had to put that out there. Distractions. You're able to go through it. It also emotionally controls your anger when you're meditating. It also, when you're meditating, cures anxiety. So you're not in such a panic state when you go right there. It brings that balance and calms you down, bring you back. And it's been known, like I said, depression, I've been saying it. And it brings, when you're meditating for emotional, it brings less stress to the body. And when you're stressed, your body is tense. And when your whole body is tense, it affects all different organs. But we'll get into that physically. So let me continue my list I got down here. It When you meditate, you if you used to be shy, you won't be shy. You'll be able to speak and be a little bit forward and share your information. When you meditate, it brings happiness and joy, and it releases that fear factor in the brain, because now you know what only person I need to fear is fear of myself, not others, but fear of myself. And you let that go. And it also brings a calming sense of being and stillness in your emotion. You become calm through it all. Emotionally, it can help you through resistance. Like if you're trying to do something and you feel like you got this wall or this blockage, if you meditate, you're able to get over that wall. If you're willing to do the work, you're able to get through that wall. It also can help you get over phobias. It also, by meditating, bringing better and healthier relationships and not having expectation of others, but have expectations of yourself and realize your role in what you're doing, because there's a role you're playing. It also does emotionally help with post-traumatic stress syndrome. Okay. It helps you balance your emotional state of mind and being. Now let's talk about the physical benefit by you actually meditating. Now, it slows the aging process. You have great sleep. You're able to lose weight when you're doing meditation. And there's different types, like I said, we'll get into them. And it relieves pain and acute pain at that. When you're able to meditate, you're able to shoot that out the body. And if you notice, some women actually are, when they do hypnosis birth, they're in a meditative state. But also when you're doing meditation, you can do visualization meditation. Gave two away already. It actually helps with birth and being able to get over the pain of giving birth. Not all, everything doesn't work for everybody. It's practice in time. When they go to coaching class, they're telling them to breathe, and it's a rhythm, meditative. It helps your brain physically to increase, meaning activities. Because as we get older, our brain functions begin to slow, the blood start to slow, the cells start to get sluggish. But the more you meditate, you're using all parts of the brain. They've done studies of people meditating and in a state and the function of their brain when they're doing the meditation, of different monks and different guru. Okay. It boosts endorphins. Woohoo! We need that. It helps with inflammation of the body. Okay. It boosts serotonin. It helps with growth hormones. It helps with balancing hormones. It helps you to heal faster. It helps you pull in antioxidants. It helps you physically to get into a deeper relaxation. It also boosts DHEA. That's what we need when we're growing as children, and we take that as children are growing. They have that to help them grow, help them function, because their brain is always growing and they're always functioning. And we ourselves need that too as well. Our brain needs to be functioning, needs to be consistent. It also physically actually helps the whole brain come together and connect together and work in togetherness. Okay. And it strengthens your immune system, but also, ladies and gentlemen, it increases the libido. Okay. It helps with patients that have AIDS for their T cells, the antibodies. Um, it also helps like your gut and bring in healthy chemicals in the body. And it also helps you get into a healing sleep, if you will. It's great during pregnancy, like I said, and to do it not just when you're going to deliver, but all through that. And that also helps the baby know getting in tune and in touch with that. That is great. It helps with PMS. Um, it helps with better circulation, better breathing, helps with infertility, helps to lower less respiration rate if you have rapid breathing. It also helps with your heart. These are just some of the basics that people don't even think about. And the mentalness of actually doing this, it helps with overcoming OCD. It helps open your mind to be creative and bring creativity to you. It also boosts your learning ability and able to learn and concentrate. It quiets the mind chatter because some of us can't meditate because we're so busy. We got this. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. Da, 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 da. It just keeps going. And it helps you with willpower and self discipline. This is like when you ever watch the karate movies where they have to go over there and the monk have to learn to do all the things they need to do. So when they're learning, they're concentrating, they're focusing. So they're able to have discipline to do the exercise, to get up or do whatever repetitionally, just doing the same monotonous exercise over or the same task over. It helps quiet the mind. It basically makes you more successful when you're meditating. A lot of people that are successful in this world meditate. They meditate and they tell you they meditate and they tell you sometimes how and sometimes they don't. When you meditate, it helps you get into the deepest part of your mind. It also helps you tame, as a friend of mine said, tame the monkey mind. You know, it helps when you're doing meditation for Alzheimer's as well as dementia because you're focusing and it keeps the memory and, like I said, it keeps the function of the brain flowing. Also, it helps with your intelligence and your IQ level when you're doing it. When you're meditating, it gives healing thoughts. It improves your memory. Um, it gives you a better perception when you're meditating. You can beat eating disorders, better listening, and balance thoughts. Thoughts of balance that balance you and all the good things that you didn't know that you had. Now, there is so many attachments, and there's been so many studies that have been done with meditation to see how it helps the mind. And they want the conscious, there's a conscious rise energy catching to support us. Ooh, ooh, sorry, y'all. Now, let's get into the thick of things. There's so many ways that you can meditate. For the young lady, the person out there that wrote me, how to meditate. The meditation can be a breath meditation. Also, what I was taught by a friend of mine, you guys know him, Ori. He was the one that taught me a meditation is with a candle. You light a candle and you sit there and you look at the candle and just focus. And every time your mind wanders, you bring it back to the light, the flame of the candle. That was my I think my first time I meditated like that, of actually clearing out the thoughts, of actually taking a candle, lighting it, and looking at the flame and concentrating. And every time it flickered, but go back to it, because sometimes you can get distracted by kids or things that's going around, but it brings it back into focus. The other one is your breath and how you breathe, and your posture has a lot. And what I do is I let go, move my head to the side, left, right, back, front, and I let go. Let my neck go, let it relax. Let my shoulders go and relax. Let the arms go and relax. Let the elbows go and relax. The wrists go and relax. And the fingers go and relax. And then I let my diaphragm go and blow out the air. And then what I'm doing is I'm working all the way down from the top, all the way down to my feet, so that I am relaxed. So letting it go. Just relax. That is letting the energy go. Okay. So as you're doing that, you can pick a spot on the wall, or you can pick a picture to stare at, and just stare at that picture. And every time your mind goes, bring it back and focus and breathe. Do not hold your breath unless you're doing that exercise where we're doing, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 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 hold. Let go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. So what you're doing, you're building up and you're holding it in as you're breathing. Okay? And you're counting. And you hold it. And as you're holding that, you're letting out a little bit of air, like you're trying to blow through a straw, like that. And then the last one, you let everything go, and your body will begin to totally relax. The other relaxation that you can do is that you just close your eyes and focus on the darkness behind your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay? Can you see? You can see my eyes. So as my eyes are closed, I'm blocking all the things out around me, and I'm focusing, and I'm going within my mind. And then if anything in my mind gets outside of that space, I bring it back to the center focus of a blank mind. Now, it's going to take a while to get there, and that's okay. It's not going to be able, some people can do it overnight because they're used to it and they've been doing so much work on themselves, and that's okay. Some people, and then there's guided meditation where someone walks you through the meditation step by step by step. And that helps your mind and your body as well. There's also a meditation with music, and you're relaxing and just listening with that, and it brings you in focus and you do what you want. Then there is the sacred geometry uh, meditation. That sacred shapes that helps brings the mind back into focus. That's really good. Also, then you have the different colors to focus on meditation and what you want to build. Whether you want to bring manifest wealth, or you want to do concentration of being able to get that test, get that job, do whatever you need to do. It's focusing. So there's a different meditation for that. So, and there's also a walking meditation. You can walk and meditate at the same time and still be aware of what's going on around you. I know that's like an oxymoron, like concentrating your mind because you're so focused. Yep, got binary beats. There's frequency, megahertz, which are binary beats, which I have for everybody out there. I would tell people, if you really want to start, the best one to start with for all things, all anxieties, which we're going to talk about frequencies and what they do and what they work on at another time in another show. But frequency that if you want to meditate and really get in a good state, I would suggest listen to 528 megahertz frequency to get in a meditative state. And also, there is a working meditation. That's an action that you're doing in rhythm, and you keep repetitively, whatever you're doing, you actually can get in a state of mind. Now, I actually found my love, if you know me, I love to drive. I have no problem driving cross country. Not a problem of mine. When I want to get in a state, I'll drive. But when I'm in a state, I drive. The road puts me in a state of mind, and I am conscious. But some people, the road can be so soothing that can put them in a meditative state that they're relaxed and go to sleep. That's not what we want. No, 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 no. So know your boundaries. But for me, driving is like my meditation. Like I'm meditating, especially going through the hills or going through the woods or going through the beaches and in the mountains. When you're seeing these scenes bring peace and serenity. You can actually be in a meditative state and doing meditation as you swim in your pool, and you won't drown because you're doing something like, again, repetitively, could do. So some people use all of these things to bring a state. And I've seen some wonderful things by meditating and guided. You're able to get in your higher conscious self. Everybody wants to be intuitive, or they want to know this, or they want to do that. And my thing is, if you meditate, do meditation a lot more, focus a lot more, breathe correctly. When you do fire breath, that can send you in a meditative state. Fire breath, it can send you in a meditative state. So those are just some of the great I ams that we do. And we bring justice to our body when we're meditating. We bring our ancestors, we bring the consciousness, we bring the things that we want to focus on closer to us because we're doing a meditative state. So if you're disciplined and you're exercising, you're able to get that karate or that move or that thing, whatever it is that you want, because you're focusing and you're putting that energy in there. You know what I mean? Ouch, I'm itching. So those are some of the things I wanted to share with you. And I thought it'd be a little bit longer. So let me share some other things that have been going on. Now, a lot of y'all don't know, might not know, I have a history of I was diagnosed, like I told you about the back, C1 and C7, and I wasn't supposed to walk. And I walked with crutches and all that other stuff, and was not doing so great or whatever. And I went to see my doctor, which is, he's always surprised every time I go in, and wanted to know what my secret was. And I tell him I've been doing a lot of meditation. I've been doing a lot of healing and working on myself. He said, my skin look good, my hands look good, my feet look good. I have a lot more range of motion than I had before. My body's improving, and he wanted to know what the heck was I doing. And the only thing I can say to him is that I do meditation. I do some binary beats. I do some little bit of exercises. Also found out some things. So he was very proud of my progress, but very shocked. That he said that last time he would expect for me to not be able to walk, that it was imperative that I get all his medication, do all the stuff, and take it. If I didn't take it, that, I wouldn't be here. But I've heard that for years. They're like, oh, if you don't do this, you don't take this. It's this. It's about focusing in meditation and adding it to your day. If you meditate the first thing in the morning, you will have a beautiful day because you've already started out that way. When you meditate before you go to bed, you will definitely enrich your sleep, and you will have lucid dreams, dreams that you think you're floating, you're able to act, and you also have a better chance of remember the dreams when you wake up, to write them down, to go forth into what you so see. So that's why I recommend meditation. But also mantras are like a meditation. They, as you're saying, like nam yo ho ringe go, nam yo ho ringe go. It's a tone, it's a beat. It basically feels your body relaxing. Or amana, what is it? Na om gaya pataya namaha, om Om Ga Maya Gateya Pateya Namaha. These also help the conscious mind. So when you're meditating and you're saying these mantras, that opens the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, the Christ conscious mind, and helps you reach another level as you continue to chant and continue to meditate. It opens your heart chakras. It starts balancing. If you're off balance in your chakras when you're meditating, it starts aligning the chakras and they start spinning in the directions. That's the benefit of doing meditation and watching your life grow and go in the direction that you want, because you're focused and you know where you want to go. So I think that is just pretty cool for me. So that's why I meditate. And those are some of the benefits. But I like the fact that it can lower some people's blood pressure. It can also lower some people's diabetes, for them taking diabetic medication to lower that. So they're not taking it much. And the high blood pressure, which is a lot of us in our families, they say it's connected find that. But the stress of what we're going through, when you think about the financial stuff that we got to go through, we got to pay our mortgage, we got to live, we got to do this. All these things add stress. So it's pressure on your shoulder. And literally, it's like your shoulders are weighed down. And when you start meditating and letting that go, and I mean, not letting the bills go, you know they're there, but start thinking at in a different way and a meditative, okay, I have to do this and this is what's going to go. And speak out what you want. And you get that connection with yourself, with yourself and your higher conscious of. The more you meditate, the deeper you go. Sometimes the longer you go, it's good. Some people can meditate for 10 minutes, and at work, if they meditate for 10 minutes, they are more productive at work. They've been seeing this in other countries where they're meditating for exercise on their break, and they're coming back and they're more productive than at first. Or they're, when you slow down your energy, you're lethargic sometimes, or it's draining, but that little boost of that meditation shot it up. When they also did meditation in a group at work, they found out that meditation actually helped them actually come together and connect in their minds, and they were able to work and be in a collective to produce more things together because they're in sync with each other, because they've meditated together. So these are some things that some jobs are looking at when they hire these people that come in. They come in, they get the people to meditate together to do a project, and we're finding more productive, better attitudes, employees getting along, co-workers functioning great, and just the energy is wonderful when they're doing these meditations together in a group. Meditation with your family can bring you together with your family and connecting. That also teaches the young people how to quiet their mind, because they got the video, they got the TV, they got the game, they got all these electronics things, but how they know how to reach out, but how to go deep within and be with themselves. That is something my generation, we had to play with our brothers, our cousins, or whatever, and we got used to it. It was no such thing of, doing all these video games. You did it with your brother. It wasn't with somebody across the country or playing at different nights. So this, by meditating together as a family and teaching this as a family, it helped everybody connect on another level, but open their conscious mind, their well of being, and how to breathe properly, how to focus on important things and not be boggled by the things that doesn't make sense, if you will. So that's why I encourage families meditating together. Meditation, I told you about work, which is good, but also doing it after work and relieving and removing things from out of your path. When you focus on the positivity and you doing that meditation, and you're meditating and you see in the steps, you see the wall, you see, and you just remove it. Brick, as you're meditating, look at the brick wall, that is right there holding you right together. Move it, move it. And you see a hole. You start to see light. And the more you meditate, the more the wall removes and the bigger the hole gets and the bigger the light is. And then when it's removed, you start building up the things you want to see, the things you want. So as you're meditating, you can also have a focus. Okay, I'm meditating because I want to manifest a house. I'm meditating because I want a car. I want to manifest because I want a career and I want to know my life purpose. So that's another reason to meditate. What is your life purpose? Is your job fulfilling? What is it you don't like about your job? What would you like your job to be? Because if it's a job, then it's really not making you happy. But if it's something that you like to do, it's not a job. It's something that you do. You know what I'm saying? And your life purpose. Everybody has a purpose in life. We just need to come and realize what it is. Not somebody telling you, but you yourself figuring out what it is. That's going within, inner self, knowing self, talking with self, working with self. These are some things that you do while you meditate. So anybody have any questions out there? Did I answer a lot of questions? Anybody has anything out there they want to talk about to help them? I answered a young lady's question, and I thank her for writing about meditation. Um, if anybody want to do a meditation, I'm open to do a meditation with you. Whew. As you can see, I love doing meditation. So if you have a question, let me know. I know out there, meditating is very important health-wise, and especially people that have cancer. They've integrated meditation in part of their treatment. And also with people with addictions like drugs, I forgot where that hospital, Maui something, to integrated meditation in the Maui thing for people who have cancer and drug addiction or alcoholic addiction or eating disorder. They started doing a meditation with them and seeing some improvement. Um, it wasn't like the big numbers that you usually see. 70% of people have uh, let their addiction go that did it, but the thing is they had to maintain the state of meditating and being in mind and being mindful of what they were. The 30% that didn't succeed in their addictions is because they did not maintain that meditative state or did the exercises they did while they were in the program or in the place or place where they were. And that's hard sometimes because how say you're a busy mom, where can you meditate? Well, sometimes in the bathroom, but then sometimes those little people, they just go knocking, 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 knocking. They don't think you should have any time by yourself, so they go right on in and interrupt you while you are meditating. So it's hard to block them out, but it's not hard to meditate. Maybe then you just got to do a 5-minute meditation because it's hard to get a bath when you got little people. They need to eat, they need to be taken care of. These all things. Your time is not your time. So these are the things why I would say I would take my little ones and teach them to meditate so that we can meditate together and we would quiet the mind. And at first, it can be distracting, but the more that you practice, the more that you get to know each other, the wonderful it will be for you and your family with the meditation because then they'll appreciate, okay, let mom have 5 minutes and you might have to put on a timer. And they used to have an egg timer back in the day that you could wind it for 5 minutes, a 5-minute egg, 8-minute egg, or whatever. And you put the timer on and you said, mom needs time for herself, or we're going to meditate. And we're going to do absolutely nothing for 5 minutes. And don't be upset with your child as they're learning to meditate that they're not getting it right away. So you just bring them back and say, up. And you keep doing it. And the more you practice, that child will understand and respect the meditation. The more you practice and the more you're in their learning a skill that they can use for the rest of their life. And you were the first one to teach it to them. How amazing is that? These are things. Start them while they're young. Start them if you're pregnant, start them while they're in your tummy. Start them in conception when you're, creating that life force being to come through you. Um, so this is the time. This is the time more than ever to work on your meditation and get to know yourself and go within. And like I said, I challenge you for 7 days to meditate for 5 to 10 minutes every day and see the results. I'll wait to hear and let me know what your results are. I don't know. There's all kind of things. I keep turning my head because I hear something. You're like, what is she doing? So everybody, again, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, if you have any questions, I thought it'd be a little bit longer. I want to say toodles for now and thank you for listening. I am Dr. D, and I will not be having a show tomorrow. I wanted to let you know because I am moving. I am moving. I will be out of this place. So I look forward to everybody. I send you nothing but love, light, longevity, and love.